Good day, everyone. I'm Raymalin B. Tenera, and my topic is Andragogy and the Principles of Adult Learning. The theory was developed by Malcolm Shepard Knowles, who was an American adult educator, famous for the development and adoption of the theory of andragogy, born on August 24, 1913, and died of stroke on November 27, 1997. Let us define andragogy. The science and art of learning in adults was a revolutionary theory created by Malcolm Knowles to explain how learning in adults differ from the way in which children learn. According to andragogic theory, adults are motivated to learn, are self-directed, responsible, and use prior experiences as a template learning. For Knowles' andragogy was premised on six assumptions about the characteristics of adult learners that are different from the assumptions about child learners. First, self-concept. As a person matures, his self-concept moves from one of being a dependent personality toward one of being self-directed human being. In here, adults have self-concept that they are responsible for their decision and their lives. Second, experience. As a person matures, he accumulates a growing reservoir of experience that becomes an increasing resource for learning. So in here, learners choose more collaborative teaching strategies like problem-based learning, group discussion, simulations, think, pair, share, or debate. Third, readiness to learn. As a person matures, his readiness to learn becomes oriented increasingly to the development task of his social roles, or what we call the real-life influence, or the readiness of the learners to learn. Fourth, orientation to learning. As a person matures, his time perspective changes from one of postponed application of knowledge to immediacy of application. And accordingly, his orientation toward learning shifts from one subject-centeredness to one of problem-centeredness. Fifth, reason for learning. As a person matures, the purpose and usefulness of the subject matter becomes a necessary component for learning. Six, motivation to learn. As a person matures, the motivation to learn is internal. When we say internal motivators, examples of these are job satisfaction, self-esteem, or professional growth. Adults are autonomous and self-directed. Adults as learners, part of being an effective mentor involves understanding how adults learn best. Compared to children and teens, adults have special needs and requirements as learners. Contrary to student learning, adult learning is a relatively new area of study. The field of adult learning was pioneered by Malcolm Knowles, a professor in the field of education. Knowles identified six key characteristics of adult learners. First, they need to be free to direct themselves. Second, mentors must actively involve new teachers in the learning process and serve as facilitators for them. Third, mentors must be sure to act as facilitators by guiding new teachers to their own knowledge rather than supplying their with facts. Adults have accumulated a foundation of life experiences and knowledge. First, including work-related activities, family responsibilities, and previous education. Second, new teachers need to connect learning to this knowledge or experience base. Third, mentors should draw on new teachers' experience and knowledge which is relevant to their professional development. And fourth, mentors should recognize the value of new teachers' life experiences and knowledge of learning. Adults come to the learning process ready to learn. First, adult learners are eager to acquire new information. Second, mentors need to be mindful of new teachers' developmental stage. Third, mentors should be prepared to make room for novice teachers to learn from their mistakes by reflecting on their practice. Fourth, allow time for novices to develop a variety of techniques, skills, and approaches to curriculum, instruction, and assessment. Adults are goal-oriented. New teachers may not be interested in knowledge for its own sake. Mentors should focus on aspects of the new teacher's practice that is most useful to them. Working collaboratively on professional development plan will help guide teacher growth. Adults need to know the reason for learning something. First, designing a curriculum for adult learners that makes explicitly clear the reason, purpose, and usefulness of the subject matter is a necessary component of effectively reaching adult learners. New teachers must see reason for learning something. Learning has to be applicable to their practice or other responsibilities in order for it to be value to them. Mentors have to explicitly state the usefulness of suggested professional development opportunity or a professional development plan. Adults are motivated to learn by both extrinsic and intrinsic motivators. First, adults are motivated to learn. Second, adult learners respond to extrinsic motivators such as pay increases, promotions, and better working conditions. Third, intrinsic motivators include increased self-esteem, broadened responsibilities, and enrichment. Extrinsic motivators for new teachers may include certification requirements, pressures from administrator, parent, and mentor expectations. Intrinsic motivators may include teaching efficacy and self-actualization. Thank you.